So you want to sell online courses, but you don't know how to get started? Stick around and I'll show you the 5 steps that you need to take to go from wannabe course creator to actually selling real courses for money. Let's get into it. If you want to create courses that sell and you want to get to that stage quickly, you need a plan, a roadmap. So I'm going to share with you my 5-stage roadmap of exactly what you need to do. Let's get started. So firstly, number 1, you need to nail who your audience are and exactly what they want from you. If you don't know who you're selling to, how can you know exactly what they want? So which comes first, choosing your course subject or identifying who you're selling it to? Well, the answer isn't really straightforward. The first thing to do is look at what you're good at. What do you love? What do you have experience with? What would you love to teach people about? Once you've written all these down, you need to do some research. Then find things that come up more than once. These are things that you're experienced with and you love. These are things that could be right in the core of what people could want from you, and you could teach them at a level that they're not at the moment. This would help them get over a hurdle, help them to move forward, help to make a transformation in their lives. You can use something like Keywords Everywhere or Surfer SEO. These are both plugins for the Chrome browser that are free. Keywords Everywhere can have a small cost attached to it. Surfer SEO is free. I'd suggest you get one of those and add it to Chrome and start doing some research, and it'll come up and it'll give you the volumes of searches, it'll tell you how competitive the market is, and it'll start to give you some good background information on what people are actually looking for help with. So once you've done this initial research and you've found things that have got quite good volumes of searches for them and the competition is not too incredibly high, then you can start looking into your audience in more detail. For people for whom your potential course subject would solve a problem, look at what motivates them. What do they fear? What do they worry about? What are their desires? Once you've got a better idea of who your audience are and what they want from you, then you're in a much better position to start building leads. Once you've started building these leads, you can then move on to step 2, which is choosing the right course subject for you and for your audience. Once you come up with a few ideas for course subjects and you've matched them to your audience, you'll be able to get a bit closer down to what matches what they want and what you can provide. If this is your first course, start with something small. Don't start with a great big massive signature course. Start with a small course that solves a particular problem for people. Something that a lot of people struggle with. So an example of this might be how to overcome procrastination that a lot of people struggle with, or how to overcome fear of failure, which is another one that a great many people have problems with that stops them moving forward. If you can help people with these with a simple course just to get over those hurdles, you really help them make progress. Once you have got an idea of your course subject, try and choose a title that tells them of the transformation that you will provide for them if they take your course. So, for example, overcome procrastination in 7 days, beat your fear of failure easily, or learn how to make your videos look highly professional in 3 hours. Once you've got your subject, you can then move on to creating the content for your course. You need to create amazing content that provides a transformation. It's no good giving a load of waffle. You need to provide people with a promised solution and give them great value. Remember, the value isn't what you want to charge, or it isn't a representation of the time that you've spent creating the course. It's meant to reflect the value that your audience, a member of your audience, will get out of taking your course. You have to make sure that you give great value when you're thinking about your pricing. Make sure that that person is going to think, wow, that is incredible value. So ask yourself, how much is solving this problem for one of these people worth to them? Create content that shows someone how to move forward. Take them by the hand and move them step by step towards their goal. When you're building your course, keep this in mind. Make sure it's structured in a way that helps people move from the simple to the more complex. Once they've learned the simple steps they need to understand the more complex parts. so that they're never confused on the way through your course. Now, a critical step that I'm going to come on to and choose as number 4 is to generate the leads that you need in order to sell your course. It's no good generating leads of anybody, just numbers, buying a list, this sort of thing. That's a waste of time and money and morally wrong. You need to build a list of email addresses of people who are likely to buy your course. People who have got the problem that you're trying to solve. No matter how incredible your course is, if you haven't got an audience, you're not going to sell it. Start building your lists as soon as you've got a good idea of who your audience is. That's why I started off with identifying who your audience are in stage 1 of this process. So start building straight away. Create great content and publish it online wherever your audience spend their time online. Engage with people for free. Talk to people, whether it's messenger, phone, video, whatever it might be. Engage with other people, engage with your potential audience. And where you feel it's appropriate, help them out for free. You'll get to know people and they'll get to know you. They'll also get to trust your advice. Give great value away for free, whether it's video training sessions or PDF downloads, something that's valuable to your audience that helps them. Give it away for free, but in exchange for their email address and first name perhaps. That's all you need. By doing this, you can build your list for when you're ready to launch. And then when you do launch, sell using sales and checkout pages that are designed to convert visitors into customers. There's a lot of science based around psychology that you can use in building a sales page that's going to convert highly. There's also a lot of BS around the subject of structuring sales pages, so be careful what you believe. The difference between the performance of good and poor sales pages is massive. You really don't want to put all the time, effort and money into creating a course and then send people to a sales page that's not going to turn them into customers. That would be heartbreaking, wouldn't it? If you'd like to know more, go watch my video on creating incredible sales pages that convert customers with ease. Here, I'll see you in the next video.